First cleanup in the books, other than my own property, of course, but we got our first guy who responded back to renew. He gets the first cleanup, and honestly, I think this new method that I'm doing, that if you book a fall cleanup, you get a free spring cleanup, obviously minus any storm damages, so no huge branches, down trees, that kind of thing, but just the routine, like kind of twigs that fall, any like leaves that may have blown back onto the grass from like the wood line and stuff like that, or all included. And it feels good. It feels good to get the first one done, first one in the books. This is by far the earliest I've gotten out onto client's yard. You know, picking up your sticks and stuff. Your own yard's different throughout the over the years, but this is the first time that it's March 14th. It's 2 o'clock and we're done. Let me just show you right here, because this is amazing. Whoops. Look at that temperature, 202, and it is 72 degrees out, sunny and 72. I got a sweat going, I got a workout going. It feels good. I'm happy to get the first one done. I need more people to respond to me, so if you're watching this and you're a client and you want to renew your lawn care service, you know, just let me know. And I'm cranking out these cleanups, because I'm putting like a hard stop like April 15th. So first half of April I'll devote to cleanups, but by then the grass is green, and if you want, at least if you want your no cost, if you had a fall cleanup, I really would like to get it done before April the 15th. The last cleanup was super easy. You do a good job in the fall, it's easy in the spring, and it'll help ease back into it. I think all I used was the 90-10, which there were a lot of sticks in the backyard, but you know, the 90-10 is so powerful enough by itself on its own that it just makes light work of that. You know, it just blows sticks and small stuff around with ease. So you know, it's well worth the investment. You know, on a whatever you call it, on a day-to-day, you know, on your daily mow and blows, not worth, I shouldn't say not worth it, but it's just way overkill. You don't need it. But on something like you know, leaves, obviously that's what it's made for, but even just like get that stuff out of the ground. Obviously there's that layer of thatch, it's not going to dethatch the lawn, but it just gets that layer of like just gunk that in the lawn out. You know, the stuff that's at the top. You know, the towns here don't really use a straight salt, they use like a salt gravelly kind of mix, and that stuff gets all on the first couple of feet from the street on that property. So on the property, the first few feet from the street, geez, tongue twister, but you know, get that all taken care of. You know, the PAS, the Echo PAS paddle wheel, great for that. I think the steel combi system's pretty much the same thing. Let's open this up here. I think today what I'm gonna do, I want to get my own yard cleaned up a little bit. I'm gonna take a ride, look at a deer. Getting a more and more, I made in my last video, but more and more reason to possibly pick up a small tractor. So I'm going to go to the Deere dealer, which is actually perfect because it gives me an excuse to pick up snow stakes. Looking at the forecast, there looks like there might be a little event at the end of March, but honestly, I think it's going to be rain that freezes overnight, maybe a salt run. I don't think it's really going to be snow. I think we're done here. The plow here. I think I'm going to put that back today. And then I'm gonna go. I probably won't get to everybody. Shut this door so it stops beeping at me. I probably won't get to everybody in terms of the snow stakes. You know, if I've got to hit you soon with a cleanup, I'll just get them while I'm there. But as I'm driving around the next few days, whether it's today, probably not tomorrow, or just sometime next week, I'll get them all by next week. But that's the plan. Happy almost spring. It's almost spring. It is spring here. It's amazing. I still can't get over the weather. Normally you get like one nice day in the winter, but we've had a bunch. So I think what I'm going to do also, let me go pick up some stakes. Okay, this is day in the life. Knocked out my first cleanup. We're gonna be done today with that. I don't have anybody on the cleanup list yet. I might work on cleaning up the rest of my property. We'll see. I want to hit the Deere dealer real quick. Pick up stakes on the way to the Deere dealer because I have got like kind of my route kind of spider webs from the house. So in that direction, I have a bunch I could pick those up, hit the Deere dealer, come on home, and then see if I want to work on a cleanup, or I might move some things around. I might move the trailer to put the plow back in its permanent like warm weather like spot, and then go from there. But have a great day, everybody. Keep mowing, keep growing. All right. Going picking up all my stakes. I just talked to a couple of property owners. Also great time to pop in on a nice day. They're thinking about spring. The last one I picked up, I try to give the ones who I know are kind of out and about, just give them a heads up sometimes. Hey, I'm hitting the property to pick up the snow stakes. Everybody's really good, but some people, communication is key, and they really like that. They really value that, and that's you could charge a little extra for that too. Not that you really should, but it's an option. Just beautiful day, Dutchess County, New York. Just got the farms going. Everything's gonna be turning green before you know it. It's just beautiful out. And then let the ones know who you don't see or don't interact with. First let them know too, because a lot of people, unfortunately, it's their property. I guess they could do what they want, but they'll leave their dogs out, so it's just hard to grab the stick. You don't know if the dogs are friendly. Some are, some, it's their property. They're territorial. My dog would throw a fit if he was outside and somebody came. So it just gives them a couple minutes to put their dogs away if they need to, or just give, a heads up to, they got cameras and stuff. Hey, guy's going to be walking the property real quick. Also gives them, what do you call it? The ones who did not, what am I trying to say here? The ones who did not respond back to various, what do you call it? Not requests, but the ones who didn't respond at all to, whether the mailings, the emails, this is a perfect time, to kind of give that extra nudge, not to keep, don't keep bugging them. Give them their time, but in the same breath, you need to build your route. People gotta know. So, like, for instance, I have one lady, it's not her main property. This is her, like, quote unquote upstate house. They have a bunch of land, and they're from the city, so they come up here as like a little retreat. Totally cool. But she's not really thinking about her yard being taken care of upstate while she's in the city. That's kind of the last thing on her mind, which is totally fair. But nice day out. It's 75 in the city right now. That gives them a nudge. Oh my God, 75, that's right. He's got to take care of the lawn. And then she's like, not, so I kind of texted her, that I was on the property, picked up the stakes, and, they love little updates on their property. It's almost like I'm not the property keeper by any means, but, they absolutely love, like, especially if it snows. They don't get so much snow in the city, but every time I'm plowing, I send a picture of the driveway I plowed, let them know they're good to come up if they want. But she had, some, I don't know what they were, some flowers out kind of popping through, which just screams spring. Then she's like, absolutely, sign us up for the lawn this year, like a property maintenance. And when I was over there, turn this around the other way. I don't know how to hold this without, sorry. When I was over there, quoting plowing, so this was like fall, we're talking fall cleanups, and we were talking about beautifying their property. Now, the problem is their property's in the woods, doesn't get much sunlight, so it's one of the few bi-weeklies I do just because it doesn't grow. But she wants to, she's gotta get tree company, I think, to remove some trees to get some light in there. But she was talking about, she's also got a very rocky property because it was kind of just some backfill, and it's just, they didn't do it right. Not her, but just whoever built the house and the cabin back there. Well, they did it right, I should say, but they didn't, they never think about the lawn. So she, I talked about, I was like, listen, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can do it going all out. It's going to be expensive, but going to turn out really nice. You got to haul a lot of topsoil in, or, there's a few other, things you can do. So I kind of remembered that, but it's really coming back to me now. And she reminded me, hey, you said, can you resend the quote? I don't think we ever sent it. I think we said we would discuss it in the spring, and I would get her like material costs and see what goes on from there. So I need to reply to her for that. But it's good because that turned into, let me pick up some stakes that's 2 minutes from the house, and that turns into not just a lawn contract, a cleanup. It turns into some legit landscape work that, depending upon the route she takes, could be thousands and thousands of dollars. So not that every property is going to end up like that, but it's just stuff to consider. So anyway, on to pick up more stakes. This one's going to be the complete opposite. They're not going to be, I kind of know, I've never really seen these people actually. They're in-laws of somebody else I do. But this one's kind of out of my area for mowing for sure. It's on the outskirts of the area for plowing. But the guy's a good guy. He's a real good guy, and he kind of told me, like, give me your number. Well, like, whatever it is, you have the ability to do that. Especially, you know, you could kind of name your price and, you know, name your price, tell them it's going to be at the end of the route, et cetera, and go from there. But this one for sure is out of the way. But it is, no joke, under a minute from the Deere dealer that I want to go to today, this afternoon. So, so that works out perfectly. But let me get back to the road here, pick up stakes, and let me go look at some tractors. Have a good one, guys.